Hey everyone, it's Megan from Bookish Delights. And today's video is going to be a book haul, and this is a collective book haul. These are books that a friend has given me, books that I have bought. A lot of them were bought in July, a couple of them were bought just last week, and then some more were bought like a couple weeks before. So let's jump right into it. So first I'm going to start off with the books that were given to me by a friend. The first one we have is Act of Will by Barbara Taylor Bradford. No idea what any of these are about, but I will hold on to this one and read it. This might be like an adult book or adult. Very well loved and read book, so hopefully I will enjoy it. Also, it is a mass market paperback. Then we have Multiples Mystery by Alice Sharp. So I am looking forward to reading this one because, as you guys know, I do enjoy my mystery and thrillers. The next one we have is a Danielle Steele book, and that is Country. I haven't read anything by Danielle Steele. I've been wanting to, so this will be a good book to pick up. No idea what it's about, but it seems like it's another well-loved book by my friend, so I'm excited to be picking this up. Also, the camera angle, not great. I couldn't figure it out. It just wasn't working with me, so this is what you get. Right, moving right along, we have Giving Up the Ghost by Hilary Mantel, and this is a memoir. Memoirs aren't really books that I like to read. I realized I forgot to mute the TV, so I'm sorry if you heard anything in the background earlier, and I do have a fan going, so you might hear that because it's really warm. Windows are open, so just ignore anything in the background. You might hear my dog now. I'm not really big into memoirs, but this is like, I guess, a ghost story. I like that it's mostly black and white, but then you have the girl back here in blue. Probably can't really see it. So she is in blue, and then down here is in blue. So yeah, I am looking forward to reading this one. Next we have The Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards. This one, I've heard of this one. I've heard this title floating around a couple of times. Not quite sure what it's about, but I do believe that it's maybe a thriller. I am excited. How many times am I going to say I'm excited to read these books? But I'm excited to read any book. The cover really drew me in. It's a very simplistic cover, but it's like kind of creepy, but not really. It's like a floating shirt, but it's like a very see-through shirt. So kind of like ghost-like. A nice like floppy book, and like the spine isn't even cracked, and it's open pretty wide. And then she gave me a couple Sarah Dessen books. In my book unhaul, I said that I got rid of one of the Sarah Dessen books, well, the only Sarah Dessen book I owned at the time, and it was Once and For All, and that is because she gave me the hardback, and I prefer hardback books, and that I said that the dust jacket was tore. I was wrong, but it was a different Sarah Dessen book that the dust jacket was torn. So yeah, so these are the last two books she gave me. This one is Once and For All. I've been wanting to read a Sarah Dessen book for a while, and I just never did get around to it, so I ended up buying one, and turns out she ended up giving me the same one, so I will be passing the other book on to someone else, and that was a paperback. And then we have The Moon and More. Again, no idea what these are about. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the dust jacket for this one because it is torn, but like the spine of it is not torn, so it's still gonna look good on the shelf. So I'm not quite sure. Okay, so let's move on to books that I have bought. We have Punching the Air by, I'm not going to say the author's name. I don't want to mispronounce it, and I know I'm going to. So it has two different authors. I need to remove this sticker. I thought I had already removed it, but the good thing is it's one of those like really nice stickers that don't leave any residue and comes off in one piece. I really like the spine of this one. It's very creative and artistic. It's a multicolored brush stroke. Like here is the paintbrush, so you got the same multicolor brush stroke on the cover, and it's embossed, so some of the elements on the cover is raised, like the hair. You can feel the texture in the hair. I can't remember when I bought that, and I can't remember if I had already held it sometime on my channel, but we just threw it in here. So I'm going to move on to books that I bought in July. A lot of these are LGBTQ plus books because I just don't have a lot of those on my shelf. I thought I had more, but I only had like 2 or so, and I just wanted to add more to my collection, and I bought a lot. I just realized I'm missing a book in this haul. I actually don't know where it is. I did buy it in July. Yeah, but it's one of the books by Selena Myers, also known as Selena Spooky Boo on TikTok, and I think that's her YouTube channel as well. We had an author chat with her in July, and I went ahead and picked up all 3 of her books. So the first one is The Home Reader, and I believe this is the one that I did read. And then I have Blackwick Falls by her. I can't remember. Oh, The Haunting of something house. One of the houses of Clandestine, something like that. I don't know what I've got done with that book. It could be in my bedroom because I have books everywhere. I was planning on reading that at some point, so it could very well be in the bedroom, but I did buy that at the same time. Like I said, all of these I think are LGBT plus books of some sort. The first one I have is Final Draft by Riley Redgate. Nice cover. There is a different cover for it, and I think it's like black and pink mostly, but this, I don't know, I just really like the multicolored stars on it. Because there's a lot of books, I'm not going to talk a lot about these. Then we have Dreadnought by April Daniels, and this is Nemesis Book 1. Very nice cover. I think there is a different cover to this one also, but this one is very nice. I really like the silhouette aspect, but the cape is a different color than the silhouette itself. There's really nice light colors in the background to bring some depth to the foreground. We have We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. She has another book, I'm pretty sure, that is on my radar that I can't quite remember. But I did really like this one. Really enjoyed Nina LaCour's writing, so I am looking forward to picking up more of their work. And then we have Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. This was a book club read that I did not get around to reading in July, but I am very excited to be reading this. This is probably one of my more anticipated reads, and I just didn't get a chance to pick it up. A lot of these books didn't come until like mid-July, and I was hoping to get them like the first week. I didn't get a lot of reading done because I wanted to read as many of these books as I could in July. No. June. I've been saying July. It is only July now. These books were for June. I bought these ones in June because that was the as fuck theme we had for the reading challenge, and yeah, I wanted to read as many of these books as I could in June, but I didn't get most to all of these books until like mid-June, so I didn't read a whole lot for the first half of that month, so I didn't get around to reading those. But like, you don't need to read LGBT books just in that month because it's Pride Month. You can read whatever book you want whenever you want in the year. It's just that it was Pride Month. I wanted to stick to just Pride themed LGBT community reads for June. Just that mail to the province is slow, so it took a little while for these books to get here. And then we have some graphic novels that I've been really wanting to read, and this is Check Please. This is book 1, Hockey. This is a really cute graphic novel. I really like the artwork. The artwork is really cute. Really nice read. I really enjoyed it, and it is about hockey, but it doesn't solely center on hockey. It deals with like new friendships, relationships, being in college, like a freshman in college. The main character really enjoys baking. And then I also got book 2, which is called Sticks and Scones. So this just follows along all the same characters again. I haven't read this one yet, but I read the first one, really enjoyed it, and I know I'm going to love this one. And then I have Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. I've seen this one floating around online a few times, and I've been wanting to pick it up. I just have a lot of books that I've been wanting to pick up, but I finally bought it. It's now on my shelf. Just when am I gonna find time to read it? I really don't know. The cover is really beautiful. It's like the cartoonish illustrated cover. And then we have Little and Lion by Brandy. I don't know if it's Colbert or Colbert. Another illustrated cover. I actually thought this was gonna be like a smaller book, more like the size of Summer of Salt, but it's a little thicker than I thought, and I'm not mad about it. The only thing I am mad about is I don't like when there's stickers, even if it is an award, on covers, but this is like printed on the cover. That's like my only major bookish pet peeve, is stickers on covers. Then we have Felix Ever After by Kaysen Callender. Love this cover. It is stunning. It is beautiful. All of the above. I love it. I also love like all the, you won't be able to pick it up on the camera, but there are like tattoos on the arms, and I love tattoos. The drawings of the flowers here, the florals, look like they are also like a tattoo sketch type thing vibe going on. It's probably another anticipated read of mine. Just when am I gonna find time to read it? I don't know. And then we have another graphic novel, which I am excited to read. I didn't know this was going to be a graphic novel. I clearly didn't read the book description well enough to know it was a graphic novel. I just saw the cover, wanted the book because of the cover, and this is The Girl from the Sea by Molly Knox Ostertag. Oh, cute. The artwork is really cute. It's stunning. It's not glossy pages. Like, usually a lot of graphic novels will have like glossy pages, but this one doesn't. That threw me for a loop for a minute. And we have a few pages here that are just like text, like as you're messaging someone, and then like your regular graphic novel comic strip style. I am really looking forward to reading this one. I've been getting into more graphic novels. So by the same author, I have The Witch Boy, a little bit of a smaller book, but it's witchy. The cover is witchy, like he's doing some sort of spell. This could be his book of, or their book of shadows. yeah, we have some runes over here, some herbs. Oh, that house looks creepy on the back, but also like I want a house like that. The artwork in this, again, really cute, loving it. It's very colorful, some full page spreads and like your common graphic novel style. That one is a series. I don't know if it's 2, 3, I don't know how many books are in it, but I do know it's a series. Moving right along, we have Now a Major Motion Picture. Make sure I was reading that right. Another illustrated cover. I'm really enjoying these illustrated covers. I'm seeing that a lot on books. Can you judge a book by its movie? A lot of people do. This is by Corey McCarthy. I've read Once and Future by Corey McCarthy and A.R. Capetta. Really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping I'm going to enjoy this one, even though the genres are slightly different. Then we have Jay's Gay Agenda. This is by Jason June. I believe this was also a book club read that I did not get around to reading, but I heard it's really good and I can't wait to read it. Like, the title kind of drew me in, but then the cover also made me stay. So excited to read this one. Next one is a book that I actually not long finished reading. I tabbed it quite a bit. This book is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. I recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I wrote a lot. I was very angry with the father in this book, and not, well, equally as angry with the mother. Said some words in the book about the parents. No, I still really enjoyed this book. This will be one that I will be keeping on my shelves forever. It's a favorite. I will be rereading it and doing more annotations. Then we have I Think I Love You by Ariane DeSombre. Really like that the cover is mostly different hues of blue, and we have like little pops of color. And then we have 1500 Miles from the Sun by Johnny Garza Villa. I thought this book was more of like this size, but it actually is kind of a chunky paperback. I think this cover is really cute. A lot of pinks in it. And then the last book that I bought in June, not the last book for this haul, is Radio Silence. Again, another book that I thought was going to be about half its size, but it's pretty chunky. This has been on my radar for quite some time. I'm pretty sure Kayla in Books on Lala read it and has really liked it. I don't know if she loved it. I can't quite remember. Yeah, I've been wanting to read this one for a while. The cover is very dark. I'm really liking that. It's different from any of the other covers I have shown you so far in this video. Yeah, I'm excited to pick this one up at some point. We are getting close to the end. We have about like 8 books left. The next 5 are books that I bought earlier this month in July. I went on a little trip with my 2 nieces, nephew, and their mom because one of my nieces had a little soccer tournament. So I went along to help out with watching the kids and to watch her play soccer, and we stopped into the mall, and I of course had to go to the bookstore. So the store was Kohl's. The books that I bought in June were all from Indigo, but the first one is The Good Sister by Gillian McAllister. No idea what these are about, like anything else, and I'm just going to like breeze right through these books because I've already been filming for a little bit and there's still several books to get through. So this is a thriller. I want to read more thrillers because it's one of my favorite genres, and this just seemed like a really good read. Then we have I Know Where She Is by S.B. Caves. Not quite a mass market paperback, but it is kind of smaller than like a standard paperback, if you're able to see that. The little blurb here is 10 years ago her daughter was taken, now she's going to get her back. Interesting, intriguing. I like the pop of pink on the cover. Then another thriller, I'm assuming it's a thriller, it seems like a thriller book, The Lies We Tell by Meg Carter. I like the pop of yellow because most of it is different hues of blue. And this says, how far will she go to hide the truth from herself? Mysterious. I'm excited to read this one. Please let me know what you think of any of these books in the comments below. And then I've picked up the second novel of the Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children, and this is Hollow City by Ransom Rings. I almost forgot the name that time. Really enjoyed the first one, and there are illustrations within the book, so if you're listening to the audio, I do highly suggest following along with the book, whether it be ebook or physical, because there are illustrations in this. Then we have The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. I still haven't read the first book, The Handmaid's Tale, but I love the show, and I know the show isn't exactly like the book. Like, is it ever really exactly like the books? I know not to expect the exact same detail, but I also know to expect that there most likely is more detail in the books that they couldn't quite translate over to the TV show. So I am excited to eventually read Handmaid's Tale and The Testaments. And then finally, 3 more books. These are books that I bought last week. These ones are from Walmart. The first one I have is Hostage by Claire McIntosh. I've heard this is really good and creepy, and this has been on my list to read. I have a spreadsheet on Google Sheets for book recommendations. A lot of them are like new releases, but then I also have some like backlog. So this, I can't remember when this one came out, but it was on that list, and I seen it down there, and I was like, I need that on my shelf. So I finally have it. When am I going to read it? I don't know. So this says you can save hundreds of lives, or the one that matters most. So what would you do? Then we have a book that will be like really nice for like an orange section on your shelf. This is Two Wrongs by Mel McGrath, and this is Can Revenge Ever Be Right? A lot of blues going on this cover. And on the back, there's like a little thing here. It says, one girl jumped and then another followed. So it looks kind of creepy, not gonna lie. I love it. I can't wait to read it. Again, another thriller. Then I picked up the Victoria Aveyard book, and this is Realm Breaker. The cover caught my eye, and I just had to get it. The end pages is a map. No idea what this is about. The cover caught my eye. The author caught my eye. Victoria Aveyard. She has some really nice books. Really enjoy her writing. I've only read like one of her other books, but that's besides the point. I just had to pick this up. That is all of the books that I have bought recently. But I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you have read any of these books before. What are your thoughts on them? Leave any comments, questions, video suggestions, concerns down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon to receive any notifications for whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.